first time, so. Yeah. Well, given the weather in this area the past year, we've had 2 historic storms, so I wrote a poem called Storm Shelters. At last the storms blow away what was already gone, like the dust that falls with no memory of dawn. The dawn that saw comrades drifting away, while 2 drew near in the routine of day. An evening spent bonding as close to springs, shared food and drink and occupation things. Then the first storm hit, first one then the other, finding shelter together as one became brother. Leaving one wounded and filled with fright, while living in a lonely world was sung into night. Then one discovered how to engrave memory on their chest, while for their memories, this storm would soon rest. Half a year later, the 2 with love lost mourn, while one saw the future at a monument of storm. The other's future beleaguered by one who didn't have time, because you need your memories to identify slime. And a storm shook the world with a time of isolation, and both made the error of seeing a tempest as salvation. A bottle flavored of apple one would deliver, and discover new fellowship on the bank of a river. As the plague was fading and the world less dire, a storm struck again in the form of a fire. And one saw their dream of shelter betrayed, for the other 2 choices that would make memories fade. But first a fling with fraternization brief, while the other had many to deal with grief. And that one was breaking from the pressure of vocation, and the other one stuck in a tragic loop situation. And one brought the other to join in their cipher because of a wish to make their life nicer. But that one soon faded into the dark flood, until the other reached out with a rescue from mud. But on their return, it was quickly found, both of their worlds with storms abound. One broke the cycle of false love crashing. Both were hit by the weight of 2 lives passing. And one being stung by the crack of irony's whip, the other oblivious of the other in the hidden storm's grip. And from that cipher these 2 swiftly flew, no warning or notice, they both just withdrew. And one told the other of scars from the first cyclone, while trying to solve the other's riddle of how memory was blown. And storm warnings ignored as both slid in denial, and another fallen comrade to add a new trial. And the sirens now blaring out sounds of betrayal, it should have been clear that the air was not stable. It was finally revealed that second bad choice, concerns of resolution, the other gave voice. Yet off into summer these 2 would still paddle, but the seeds had been planted to lead to a battle. And all of a sudden that hidden storm menaced, one turned on the other, lost in that tempest. And for one the memory of this tale, that storm would dismember, leaving the other to tell it. One of the victims can't remember.
Yeah.